Welcome to the world of anime recaps, and today we'll go over the show Kakegurui Season 2. As we saw in the previous season, Yumeko, the transfer student, had gained quite some popularity after defeating various members of the student council in different gambles. You can check out the full video of the previous season on our channel. The show starts with Yumeko and Midari getting involved with another gamble, but this time against Mushibami Arimi. The three decide to play a game involving a finger-cutting guillotine where the contestants have to cut the strings one by one, and whoever pulls his finger out automatically loses. Arimi had already placed a finger-protecting plate in there that is revealed by her later. Yumeko remarks that she already knew about the plate and asked the moderator to remove it. Arimi gets genuinely scared, while Yumeko and Midari being themselves start getting aroused. The scene shifts to the student council, where the president decides to revolutionize the group and decides to hold an election. She remarks that she wants to see who can stand up to her in the elections, as she involves new transfer students from the Momobami clan fighting for both the president's and Kirari's place as the head of the Momobami clan. The rules for the election are simple, as each student will be given a single chip, and whoever has the most chips at the end of 30 days wins the election. Back to Yumeko, the game had already started, and as the number of threads got lower, Arimi got even more scared. As we were at the last two strings, Midari ends up cutting both of the strings in excitement. Arimi pulls her finger out of fear, but it turns out that the plate being removed was just a hunch by Yumeko. Midari gets disqualified as Yumeko wins the game automatically. Yumeko gets pissed off at Midari for ruining the game and starts hating her even more. We get a quick look at Yuriko losing against Mio and Miri at her own game. Later, Rei introduces them to Yumeko as they are invited into some sort of election gamble game. Suzui suspects something is wrong and decides to join in on the game. Runa acts as the leader of the Nim Type 0 game as she explains the rule. The game is simple with cards numbered for 1 to 4 and whoever draws a total above 9 losses. The players are allowed to bet with the servitude chips of 24 hours and the election votes. Mary is approached by Ririka in order to win 100 votes. Back at Yumeko, the game starts, and as they start playing, suddenly Yumeko starts feeling unwell and gets sick. While Mary's still talking to Ririka, she receives a call from Suzui, who asks her to play the game instead of Yumeko as she got sick. It is revealed that Yumeko was poisoned by Mio and Miri when Mary joins the game. Mio and Miri supposedly have some sort of power to communicate without talking that they were using throughout the game. Mary asks Suzui to reveal his cards. He accepts the offer since Yumeko told him to trust Mary. Mary plays and wins the first game. She bets all 100 votes as the risk of being poisonous is on the line. They start playing and Mary is forced to get poisoned. Mary reveals that she could easily predict the game since Runa used a certain obvious style to trade the cards. Mio, not being able to pick up on it, asks Mary to throw the game and lose. Mary ends up collapsing from the poison and loses automatically. Suzui and Mary then treat Yumeko with the antidote under Rei's instruction. Kirari can be seen smashing newbies for votes in gambling as she's approached by members of the Momobami clan. A week passes since the election has started, and Kirari is at the first position in the leaderboard while Yumeko is at the 10th. Yumemi approaches Yumeko for a gamble when both of them are approached by Warakobami Sumika, who's actually a famous idol. Sumika challenges both of them to a gamble of 3 matches. The first 2 pass by with Yumeko and Sumika both winning 1 each. The third round that actually matters starts, and it's a game of dealing cards face down where whoever deals the card before the number crossing 64 losses. They start off and Yumeko remarks how disgusted she is by Yumemi being scared of Sumika for no reason. She gives Yumemi some weird confidence and gets involved in the game herself. The number of cards is revealed to be 63 at the end, and since Sumika ran out of turns to deal, loses the game. Yumeko challenges a game herself for the first time against Tyranno, named the Greater Good Game. Tyranno offers her own votes as the winning prize as she isn't interested. The participants include 5 players: Yumeko, Itsuki, Manyuda, Miroslava, and Ibarra. The game is moderated by Romiya and is a game of deceit and deception where players have to put given coins in either the piggy bank for themselves or the tax box that doubles the value for the group. Game starts and they decide to put the coins in the tax box, However, it turns out that the total number of coins is only 20, meaning that there is a traitor among them. Yumeko suggests a paper strategy, but even that doesn't work out as there are even less coins, leading to the existence of two traitors collaborating. When everyone else is blaming each other, Menyuda blames Yumeko as they later decide that they won't be placing coins in the text box anymore. Everyone panics, and as all of the coins were added to the text box, Menyuda deduces that the traitors were Itsuki and Miroslava, who were communicating through pieces of paper. Itsuki reveals that she was the one doing this all for Menyuda and leaves the election race after giving her winnings to Tirano, who had made a bet with her. The standings are revealed sometime later, where Kiari and Tirano are at first and second place, while Yumeko is at the sixth. Yumeko decides to challenge Kirari, where his secretary Sayaka gets involved in the gamble. Sayaka wagers her interactions with the president, while Yumeko wagers gambling again in her life. The two play the game Tower of Doors, where the players have to descend down to the first floor and grab a flower by solving problems and ascend back up later. Whoever does that first wins. The game starts and Sayaka gets the lead on Yumeko, as Yumeko's first door was a dead end. Sayaka reaches the flower and returns ahead of Yumeko, thinking that she's going to win. She reaches the top to find out that Yumeko was already there. It is later explained that the outer side of the tower was moving, and Yumeko got to the top in only 2 steps. Sayaka jumps down since Kirari suggested the loser kill themselves. As Sayaka jumps down, Kirari jumps along with her and both of them land on the landing pad. Sayaka retains her position as Kirari's secretary. A number of students got an invitation to a 100-vote auction, but Yumeko, Suzui, Midari, Yuriko, Mary, and Ririka were the only ones who joined. Ray acts as the moderator as Mary won the first round, getting 80 votes. It is revealed that for each round, an unknown beneficiary wins 130 votes. Yuriko wins the second round when Mary realizes that there is another voter involved. She accuses Ray and she accepts, saying that she won't bid from the 4th round. Yumeko steps up and accuses Ray of being the beneficiary as she pulls up 3 billion yen of her earnings against Menyuda to challenge the real Ray. She accepts and reveals her real identity. It is revealed that Ray was a servant for the Momobami clan who was treated badly, except one lady who was destroyed by the Momobami clan in gambling. Ray sets on a quest to take revenge and explains that she wants to destroy the Momobami clan by taking Ririka's position by winning the election. The players continue the game as Yuriko wins the 4th round with 99 votes. Yumeko devises a strategy against Ray and bids 101 votes. As the highest winning is 100 votes, you're bound to lose 1 vote after each bid. The rest of the bidders who first got intimidated by Yumeko's strange play start to catch on to her strategy, bidding a single vote at a time, causing Ray to lose all her votes. After losing all the votes Ray had, she's offered to gamble the 3 billion yen Yumeko gave her. Yumeko wagers her name as a Jabami, and Ray eventually accepts as Yumeko gets excited. They decide to toss a coin for this gamble, and Yumeko ends up winning the gamble. The next scene shows different characters hanging out and doing their job at school, as it's revealed that Yumeko had already lost a lot of her winnings in gambling yet again. Thanks for watching the video, and be sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. See you all in the next one. Peace.